Reporting for Voicepkdotnet, we are in Balochistan in the area of Hanna Urak and in the village of Kili Haji Gul Muhammad. Now you can see behind me, this is a house almost completely in ruin. It has been destroyed by the flash floods that Balochistan experienced on the 26th of August. I have with me Abu Bakr and Bilal Muhammad. They are both brothers, and where we are standing used to be their room, but it has been completely destroyed by the floods. There is a small stream that runs by. It's usually dry, but on the 26th of August it swelled up and it came, and the water came from that stream right into this area. There are around 18 homes over here. 300 to 350 people live in these homes, and it went right up to that border of that house. As you can see, this used to be a two-storied house, but it has now been completely ruined. The roof of the houses stand, some of the roofs stand, the walls have been completely ruined. Now this is an area which has experienced earthquakes, and so people make their roofs with a lot of attention paid to it being somewhat sturdy during earthquakes. However, we have seen that even because of these flash floods, even the roofs have not withstood the flash floods. We have with us Abu Bakr and Bilal. आप कुछ बताएंगे बिलाल, ये घर आपका था, ये कमरा आपका था, और जब सैलाब आया तो क्या हुआ अबू बकर?
ये सैलाब आए थे, हम लोग इधर ऊपर उधर पहाड़ पे गए थे क्योंकि इरादा था, इस लोगों ने बोला सैलाब आ रहा है, ऊपर चढ़ के इधर गरे मरे में बहुत खतरा होएगा। हम लोग ऊपर गए, ऊपर फिर हम लोग इधर आ रहे थे, देख रहे थे बहुत बड़े सैलाब आए थे कि हमारे यूनिफॉर्म, शर्ट्स, जूते वगैरह सारे लेकर गए, कुछ भी नहीं, एक कपड़े, एक शूज, एक लेकर गए और सारे सैलाब लेकर गए।
So you can see over here, now this is a village, but right on top of it is a small hillock, and they have some relatives living there, so all of them just ran up to this hill to save themselves, but they couldn't save their belongings. Of course, in this area only one person was killed, but in all of Balochistan the death toll is over 250 people. There are around 250 acres of farmland that has been completely destroyed. Mostly apple orchards and vegetable farms have been completely destroyed. आपने फिर अपने आप को कैसे बचाया और आगे का बताएं?
इसके उधर से इत्तला मिली थी कि आप लोग ऊपर चढ़ के पहाड़ में इधर से बड़ा सैलाब आ रहा है, क्योंकि आप लोग अपने को बचाओ और छोड़ो, ऊपर लेकर जाओ। फिर हम लोग ऊपर पहाड़ में उधर रह गए, उधर पहाड़ में हम लोग उधर खड़े थे, इसको देख रहे थे, एक कमरा को और उसको पानी आ रहे थे, सारे कपड़े, जूते वगैरह सारे लेकर गए, बर्तन ये वगैरह था सारे।
अब आपकी तबीयत ठीक है? बच्चे कह रहे हैं, जब मैं बच्चों से बात करती हूँ, when I speak to the children over here, they say that they're not feeling well, that they have skin diseases, that they have a stomach ache, they have diarrhea. When I spoke to the mothers, and the mothers were not willing to come in front of the camera because this is a very conservative area where women do not really appear on television, they said that they're very concerned about the future of their children, and they almost became teary-eyed simply because they have been sick. They don't know when they will go back to school. Look at this house. I mean, the roof of this house, the state that it is in, it can collapse at any point. So these two kids standing in front of their houses, they don't know when they will go back to school. क्या मसाइल आ रहे हैं आपको? किस किस्म की पेट खराब है? सब ठीक है आपका?
हमारा ठीक नहीं है, पेट और बुखार बहुत हो रहे, इधर डॉक्टर नहीं आए, ना डॉक्टर है ना कुछ, एक डॉक्टर
दवाई मिली
नहीं, दवाई भी नहीं मिली, अपने घर वाले ले रहे हम लोगों को दवाई, और ना डॉक्टर आए ना कुछ है, कोई भी नहीं है, डॉक्टर ने।
बिजली पानी है?
ना बिजली है, ना गैस, ना कुछ, एक वो ये इसको डरते ये लकड़ियाँ से इसको वो।
So you could see also Bilal was coughing right now. So people, children are also coughing. He's saying that there are no medicines. The doctors are not coming here. That there is no gas. So they are cooking their food on wood, and the wood is very hard. So it's not easy to burn the wood. They're saying there's no electricity in this area. There is no easy access to drinking water. And now if we move around, you can see this entire village in complete ruin. Nobody can live here. The women have been taken to either the cities or to the relatives' homes. Men are just here, camping outside, protecting their land, protecting what is left of it. As you can see the area strewn with clothes, with shoes, with whatever belongings that once belonged to these people over here. Walls still standing, roofs not there, or roofs still standing, but walls just hanging on. This area is known to be a tourist spot. It's supposed to be a beautiful area, but at the moment it is just a picture of complete ruin. Apple orchards have been destroyed. Wherever I go, I see, I'll take you across there. I see apples strewn across this entire area, which is called Hanna Urak, close to Quetta. It's around an hour away from Quetta. You can see these apple orchards. Look at these apples just here. So this used to be their main source of livelihood, selling, exporting apples to other countries, surrounding neighbors. However, some of the apples are there, but most of these apple orchards have been destroyed by the flash floods, and they do not know what's going to happen. They also grow okra, onions, tomatoes. Those have been completely destroyed. So really, the main question is, and most of the areas where there has been flooding, it has been because there have been streams that have swelled up, or there have been dams that have been broken, or there have been bunds, which have been broken, and therefore they have flooded the entire area around them, the villages around them. And that really is the issue over here. Bridges have been destroyed. Over a dozen bridges have been destroyed. And the people over here are asking, pleading to the government that there should be protection walls around these nalas, so that the water doesn't flow out into the villages. I have over here Israr. He's housed a couple of families here in Balochistan, and I'll speak to him. Some of the relatives in these villages, he has some of the relatives, his relatives are here in the villages. Israr साहब, ये बताइए अब क्या आपका मुतालबा है हुकूमत से? चूँकि जो हो गया अब हो गया। अब आप कह रहे हैं कि आटे की बोरी मिल रही है, आप कह रहे हैं ख़ैमे मिल रहे हैं, क्या नहीं मिल रहा?
Ma'am, as it happened on 26th of August, a kind of destructive flood came in our area. Before that, at midnight, I myself and my brother Asif Kakar, we rescued all these houses, and we took them out of the houses. All the kids, children were there, ladies, and a kind of aged persons were there. We took out them and rescued them, and we provided them shelter at our own house. After that, on the second day of the flood, we only had here AC Nakibullah. I must
The
mention
assistant commissioner
of the Sadar area, Nakibullah Kakad. He reached here without any access. He got a bike and he reached over here. When we saw him, we didn't know him, that he is assistant commissioner of our area. So we thought as a normal person, or any one from our village. As he introduced himself, so
So what you're saying is that the assistant commissioner came here, he helped you. What is it that you want from the government?
I must say that government should not limit us till
Bag of
parcel
flour.
of flour and a tent. They must provide us, because we have all our infrastructure has been destroyed from the base. We need roads, we need gas, we need electricity over here.
What about schools?
Schools have been destroyed here by this flood. Some 10 to 11 schools were there in our village that has been destroyed by the flood. And houses are there, some 80 to 110 houses that has been vanished away, washed away by this flood over here. So we need these houses to rebuild, because we had these houses, our parents, they constructed these houses last, I think, some 40 years. And so we need again another 40 years to build these houses. So we must request our government, because we don't have anyone here. We are also the Pakistani locals. So we requesting our government that they must provide a kind of fund.
All right. So I think what they are really wanting the government to do is to demonstrate that they are concerned about the local people over here. There are lots of complaints against the chief minister Kadus Pazinjo that he hasn't really been seen around, he hasn't really helped people. But the government should now give a plan to people. What is going to happen next now that the houses are destroyed? How will they be helped in the reconstruction phase? How long can they live with their relatives? I think that is the big question. And will the infrastructure be improved in Pakistan to ensure that when the rains come, and if the rains come, the rivers and the nalas will not swell up to swallow whole villages? This is Munizae Jahangir reporting from Quetta district in Balochistan for Voicepkdotnet.